Okay, welcome back. We've got... I mean, we've got orcs to kill. That's all there really is to it at this point. We need to get ourselves to the... Where's the... Hello? Sir? Oh, for fuck's sake. Did it... I don't know if I missed that first one or if he actually takes 2 shots from the las cannon. That seems crazy. The las cannon is... I love it because of how powerful it is. What did I get hit by there? It looked like he swung and hit me from way far away. Don't kill him, don't kill him, I need it. Thank you. What? Oh, did I lose? Fuck. I think I forgot to tap. That prompt is really bad. Also, that texture is really misaligned on that pillar. Okay. Did it auto reload? It did auto reload it. Okay. Or at least it seems like it did.
Workers of class 9 or below do not qualify for medical attention.
Oh, this thing arcs like crazy. Alright. Man, there's just... This barrage just does not let up. I know it's not exactly supposed to, but it's not a lot of fun. You're just taking constant damage. I don't even know if shooting him in the legs will, Wait, why is it 1 this time? Is it a different thing each time? What was I saying before? I don't know. I want more precision guns. I want less barrage of just huge amount of bullets. This combat system is just not very nuanced. And the visual don't do it. It doesn't do it a lot of favors in terms of... Like, I can barely see these guys, you know? And this time it can't even, like, blame something... Oh, it's... Fuck you. Did I miss? Did... Okay. This time I can't even blame having, like, changed the field of view on me or something like that. This is just how it is. Just can't see what you're doing a lot of the time.
Greenskins incoming.
It really deserves to just be a, you know, a cover shooter. Run? Where are you running to? Am I actually not supposed to shoot them, or did I miss him?
Come and get me, Space Marine.
I don't think I'm supposed to shoot them, because I don't think I missed. Who knows, though? Yeah, I know there's a marker back there, but I'm wandering around here because I want to make sure not missing something. I still hear that noise. Yeah. Hold on. Is this like a secret? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. All right. I don't know how. We're just going to pretend I didn't walk past that several times. It is just like a glowing red dot because this game's rendering is a little dirty. Are you guys done? No. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Tech priests will have to bring all of these structures down and rebuild.
This time on top of a mass grave.
As if all of the Imperium isn't built upon a mass grave. That's the legacy of the Imperium. Everything is a grave, was a grave, and will become a grave again. Because the Imperium doesn't really care about humans. It just cares about the concept of humanity. Why? That's not fun. It's not a fun engagement. I just got shot up a bunch. For no reason. That wasn't a combat encounter. You just decided to surprise me. This is the way we're supposed to go, yeah? I think so. Is that skull literally just there to tell me if I have my shot lined up?
Evacuation Center Gamma welcomes you. Crematoria 15 to 48 are operating at full capacity.
Well. Well, well, well. It's a little preemptive to throw that up there, but
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source. In the generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
uh-huh.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium
Alright, you smug
forbids its
fuck.
use without sanction.
The whole checking his nails thing is such like
Consider that
it's cliche, but it's well chosen.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the orcs.
You didn't think to bring up this scourge weapon before.
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
we're out of options. We fire the weapon and take our chances.
It's a weird
Scourge is at the Calcus facility.
It's a weird call to be making out of the blue like that. Also, something about the way he walked up on that just looked really like the textures hadn't loaded. There's some details missing here. Just needs a little TLC.
They will have Valkyries. We can fly to the research facility. Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost.
Anything else back here? Wait, are you guys coming this way with me? Or no, this is the right way. Okay. Okay, so comments I don't think I made previously. So he's a member of the Inquisition, and specifically the Ordo Xenos, which is the section of the Inquisition that is concerned with eliminating alien threats, basically. So that usually means orcs, Tau, and Tyranids. The Inquisition is very... What have I said and what haven't I already said? That's the thing about the Imperium. It's so self-referential that you ultimately end up repeating yourself anyway.
If you are injured,
The
return to your course.
the Imperium is
God will watch over you.
super not... the Inquisition is part of the ecclesiarchy, basically, within the hierarchy of the Imperium. The whole existence of the ecclesiarchy, at least under the view of the Emperor as his original plan was stated for the Imperium, the existence of the ecclesiarchy is basically against the Emperor's wishes in the first place. So this whole thing gets wrapped up in this like big spiral of bad decisions, going from we're going to worship a god who asked us not to, all the way down to we're going to use powers from the warp to fight other things, even though the warp is super evil, allegedly. I mean, the warp is kind of super evil, but so his saying, "Oh, this is a warp powered energy core," is like, for once, Leandros is kind of right. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yes, it's probably sanctioned, but by whom? Like, how far up the chain did it get before somebody was just like, I have the power and authority to tell you to do this, and I don't need to tell anybody above me, so nobody's actually doing the checks and balances because there aren't any checks and balances in the Imperium. That's kind of why it's such a mess, among other things. It's kind of sad that so many of the guardsmen are basically just here to be fodder so we can watch them die. I think that's one of the most disappointing or saddest part of this game, parts of this game, is it really does the we're not going to be able to help them because they're just going to keep coming because that's how they program the instance. They're shown to be overrun, but these are also some very like small scale look. Wait a minute, I came back where we came from. Where am I trying to go? These are some very small scale battles, like a battle with a dozen people is not a battle. A battle with 10,000 people is often barely a battle. The Astra Militarum works on scales of hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions, those kinds of numbers. Like this is nobody. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean it as like, this is a limitation, the technical limitation of the game and the time compared to, and the concessions that need to be made for a really a game of any size, even in modern technology availability. So I just got chipped to death by the random gunfire. Not a lot of fun. Anyway, so, like, really, the Astartes, the Adeptus Astartes really don't fight wars. In a lot of ways, they kind of, I mean, in the days of the Crusades and the early Empire, they sort of did, because that was often more about flash and awe and a show of strength than it was about actually winning wars of attrition. So it's always sort of means to an end. Is it always going to be this button now? Also, be pretty funny if I just died from rockets while I'm trying to do this. So for a very long time, for, 20,000 years-ish of the Imperium now, just killed by random rockets. Cool. The Astra Militarum really does the war fighting. They're the ones who feel, in the post-Horus Heresy era, the chapters are only 1,000 strong. At least they're only supposed to be. There's only 1,000 Astartes, and that's like not, that's nothing to shake a stick at. But when you're fighting planet-wide sieges, and there's only so many chapters, and there's only so many Marines, they can't fight entire wars by themselves. Like, there's always a numbers factor to it that is just immutable to considerations when it comes to war, fictional or otherwise. I'm just really getting rocketed to death here. Can you guys fuck off so that I can... God damn it. I can't even... So my point here being, these grunts, as much as they are, ground soldiers of no name, who will lose their lives wherever they're sent, more often than not, like, they are ultimately the winning and losing of these battles. Especially in the post-Horus Heresy era, like, are we really just not able to kill one guy? Is that the whole thing?
I can't believe we survived that.
Me either. Like, the Astartes are basically here as a
Your wound is slowing us down.
I can manage.
a tactical
Brothers,
resource.
take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
It's still pretty weird to only have 3 of them drop here, but that's narrative choice.
The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
I guess now that I'm thinking about it, they don't really make it clear. Like, we are dropping off of a sizable ship at the beginning of the game. It is definitely possible, even probable, that there's, a whole century of Astartes involved in all this. I mean, or a larger unit, really. But I guess maybe that's the implication that they want us to infer. Is very indirect, which is what I've never even thought about this before. But if the implication is, hey, actually, there are Astartes dropping all over this planet trying to clear things out, and there is a significant effort to make things like see what we can recover, that's a very different perspective than what our actual perspective is. Like, they could add that by giving us some additional lines and some additional visual context right at the beginning of the game to say, like, okay, we need to drop all over the place, and the captain and his 2 guys that he's going with, they have this special mission in particular to go do this recovery job. That would recontextualize this in a way that sort of gives you a different idea of what the story could or should be. I really wish this dust, or whatever it was not... Is it really just that smoke texture that keeps flashing in front of my face? It was. Okay. Anyway, I've been rambling. We'll come back to this and go up these stairs in the next one.